Hi everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates. And before I get started, let me just say I hope you're all well, and I wanted to do a little shout out for my sweet friend Evie Foliju. Many of you know Evie if you've been watching for the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 years. It could even be longer. She might have been crafting before me, but I know I learned how to just love watching her videos, and when I learned of her, and she's extremely creative and does wonderful journals. She and I do journals a couple times. Well, we've swapped a couple times in the last couple of years. I love her work, and she and I both love forest, woodland forest and autumn and fairies, and she's always so generous to shout out other crafters, and she's a great supporter of other people's channels. So she's hoping to grow her channel, so I thought it'd be really wonderful if we could give her a little support and go over and like her videos and watch and help her boost her views. I know Evie took a little break for a while. She's got a really good Instagram account and an Etsy shop. She's just a really lovely person and enjoyable to watch. So that's my shout out for my friend. I hope you'll take a chance to just stop by and tell her that you visited, and I'll leave a link to her channel so you can get there easily. But all that being said, I'm back because I'm still doing my individual items for my primitive Christmas tree. So if you'd like to see what I'm up to now, I hope you'll stick around. Started out with I think I've decided these are faux hazelnuts. No, these are berries, definitely some kind of berry. But anyway, I started out making this garland with the cinnamon sticks, and I'm just recapping for those of you who may not have, sorry, I dropped some stuff, who may not have started out with my first video. So I've got several feet of this garland, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then in my last video I started making faux popcorn and cranberry garland, and this was quite time consuming because I had to snip off every little pom-pom from the spool of trim. Well, first I dyed it. This is hooked on here somehow. And then I snipped off each individual little pom-pom and clustered them in 3s or 4s. And then I strung them with these little jingle bells to resemble cranberries. And I ended up with 3 nice long strands. I haven't measured them, but I'm going to guess they're a good 4 feet each. I like the ones that I strung on the kite string or crochet string. I like it better. The ones that I strung on the jute twine just looked a little thicker, but they're all pretty nice. I'm happy with them. So that's all I'm gonna do though. I decided I don't want to invest any more time into these, and I think all of these decorations are going to go on a 4-foot tree, or I have a wall tree. I decorated it shabby chic Victorian kind of decorations probably 4 years ago, and I have a video way back in my videos of me decorating that Christmas tree. It's back when I still lived in Arizona. But this is garland number 2, the faux popcorn and berries. And the next decoration that I've been spending time on are these primitive fabric wrapped candy canes, and I've had so much fun making those. I thought I'd make one with you just to show you how simple they are. I started with this jute wire. It's wire wrapped with jute twine, and I've seen other demos on YouTube where they use the bendy straws, and they just, you know, stretch out the straw and bend it over. But mine didn't have enough accordion bend to bend like a nice cane shape. It just sort of stuck out a little bit too angled, so that didn't work. And then I did think about using pipe cleaners, and I'm sure that would work, but I realized that I still had a whole bunch of this from last year when I made the little curly Q decorations for my woodland tree. So I decided I would just bend this. And then I found this beautiful ticking fabric, and it already looked coffee or tea dyed because it's not stark white in the background. And I do have ticking, but it's really white, and I wanted more of the vintage kind of darker stained coloring to it, like tea dye. So all you have to do, I'll use this glue today because I did Fabri-Tac on all of those, but it's kind of out of reach right now, so I'll just use this one. And every project that I decided to do for this Christmas tree has just been so relaxing to sit, and I get my materials ready. Like I went ahead and tore all my strips of fabric. Oh, this is just another fabric. This is the really pretty small floral print one. I hope this isn't blurry. Hope you can see that okay. But let's see, you know what? Yeah, I think I will do another flower print one. Because I have 4 of these, and I have 6 of that one, so I'll go ahead and do one more of this one. And I was using hot glue, but you have to get your fingers so close on the glued areas that I was burning the heck out of myself. And you know how I feel about that, so I moved to wet glue, which works just fine. So I just folded it over, and I'm gonna pinch it really tight. And then some people are more patient than me, and they'll just glue a little bit at a time. But I try to get it all the way down there. And I also want to unbend the hook because it's easier to twist. And then I stretch and twist at the same time to keep it nice and tight. And I love that it doesn't have to go like perfect. I don't want it bending though, it's a little bit of a fold. So I unfold that. You know what, bear with me a second. I think I could probably get this in focus just a little bit better. I don't know. I hope I don't ruin it. Let's see. No. Oh, there, it was there a minute ago. Let's try it one more time. And you know what? I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So I'm gonna stop messing with it before I ruin it. But if you can see, I'm just twisting it all the way down. And I was watching other ladies or crafters do this, and they only wrapped it once. I want mine a little bulkier, so I'm gonna get to the end here, oops, and wrap it around one more time. I didn't measure how long these strips are, but I did it on a standard width of fabric, which, if I'm correct, it's 45 inches long. So again, I'm just putting glue all the way down so that I can just concentrate on twisting it as evenly as possible. And I tore it instead of cut it because I really like the torn edge to give it more of that old shabby look. And it kind of makes the diagonal show up more, which makes it look like the candy cane stripe, the direction of the candy cane stripes, even though these aren't stripes at all. It was fun to see other people do the fabric wrapped candy canes in all different kinds of fabric. So, and I'm going to stop right there. I hope I was in camera because I was looking at what I was doing. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and smooth it on like so. Give it a little squeeze. And then give it a little bend. I was telling you guys I had gone to a thrift store, and I'm gonna possibly do a thrift store haul, but this tray is one of the things I found, and I really love it, but I'm not gonna craft on it. I'm gonna use it actually on my coffee table in my living room, and I'm gonna put a little still life kind of arrangement in there. So when I do, I'll show it to you. Okay, so that's what I've been doing for my third decoration that's going on my tree. And then I thrifted another thing. It was this pretty little, I think it's a buttercrock, but it's vintage. I need to, I've wiped it down, but I didn't get the sticker glue off, so I still need to do that. But I thought these would be pretty standing in this crock if I don't use them on my tree. Or I might just make some more and tie a lovely, I don't know, ribbon or just some twine around it and make it look like a candy jar. So lots of ideas are swirling around in my head. The good news is I've got time, because today is, I think, October 28th. So it's not even Halloween, but I think that might be why I'm enjoying this so much, because I do have plenty of time. That's not the best bow, but I can tweak it. I'm not even sure that's what I'm going to do with it, but I wanted to show you the fabric wrapped candy canes. See if I can tip this up a little bit higher. There we go. I'll move my sightly phone. Okay, so that is decoration number 3. The next one I'd like to try is on the primitive trees. I've learned that they would put like letters, Christmas letters they'd receive in the mail, or they might cut out a phrase from some music. They often would do little cutout stars and paper cutouts. So I thought it would be pretty to make. I'm going to cover these little wooden stars with music note paper. And this one got kind of rumpled, but that's okay because that will just translate into old. And then I'm either going to put a little jute loop on the back or punch a eyelet with my crocodile. And I haven't even tried these yet, so I'm just going to do one right here on camera by trimming around the star. Like so. As you can see. And I think this music might even be a Christmas carol. I did several sheets of tea-dyed Christmas carols last year, and I just didn't use them. So I'll do one more. I figured I could get it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 out of this sheet. Out of this one sheet. Oh, it would help if I put it on the sticky side. Carla. Okay. So, this isn't going to be my main Christmas tree. I don't know if I told you, but I got a new Christmas tree this year, a flocked Christmas tree. So last year I tried to do faux flocking by adding polyester fiber fill to the branches. I think I sprayed it too. I sprayed it with the spray snow, and then I tucked in the polyester fiber fill, and it made a good effect, but I don't know what happened. By the end of the season, I was so tired of looking at it. I was always readjusting the flocking, and I don't know. It ended up being a little too putsy. So this year I invested in a new Christmas tree. I usually thrift everything, including my Christmas trees, and I tend to have good luck finding used Christmas trees. Sometimes they're Christmas trees that people bought one year and then moved, or for whatever reason got rid of them. And I know when we lived in Arizona, we had a cathedral ceiling in our living room, and so I got a 9-foot, I think it was 9.5-foot Christmas tree. That's the tallest tree I've ever gotten. This one's only 7.5 feet, but I'm saying all that to say I'll probably decorate it and show it to you. So I'm just going to distress the edges so that it'll really look nice and old. And I think I'll make all of these with the note paper. I was thinking of putting some of the script paper on them, but I think I'll do that with a different shape. But this is how they're going to look. And I won't do them all on camera because it's real basic and straightforward. And I will probably add a little bit of twine to the back. I think I'll tie it in a knot. So have I motivated any of you to get started on your own Christmas decorations yet? I don't know. I'm just, like I said, kind of in the mood to get it done early this year. So let's see, how do I want to hang it? I think I want to hang it like this. This is that beacon glue that you can get at the Dollar Tree that I discovered works almost as good as Fabri-Tac, believe it or not. or at least as well as the 3-in-1. It just needs a little bit longer to grab on than Fabri-Tac, but it does grab hold nicely. And then I pulled out these, but I think they're a little big. I don't even know what type of dried flower this would be. It's too bright. I'm gonna, so this has been a challenge for me because I love a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of bling, but my goal for this primitive old world tree is to not add anything glittery and or too bright, and I think those red flowers will come across a little too bright. So let's see. I'm just gonna sit here and finish just gluing the music note paper onto the stars and distressing the edges, and then putting the little loops on them. And I may go back and add a little hot glue and a little reinforcer on the back of these. And I'm gluing it so that the knot isn't too bulky. I'm putting the knot above the edge so that it won't be as likely to fall off. And I really don't think it'll fall off. But there's 2 stars. My little crock back over here. And I think that's all for now. But thanks so much for joining me and following along with me as I create. This I wanted to mention, you can get all of this at the Dollar Tree. You can even buy fabric scraps, and the one woman who did the fabric wrapped candy canes, she just tea dyed all of her fabric to give it that nice rustic color and look. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I'll probably just come back and show you this, but I'm going to make a mini pine cone garland with some natural beads in between. And then what I'll do on camera will probably be the cinnamon, I think they call them pomades, where you make a dough out of cinnamon, and I'm going to cut out little gingerbread men to go on the tree. And that might be it. I think I'm just going to have the 3 garlands, the candy canes, the stars, the orange slices, and the pomades. And then I'll decorate it with you. Okay, well, take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye.